Hi! In this video I'm going to show you how to use basic Japanese sign language when communicating with deaf Japanese people. Introduction. The Japanese sign for introduction is like this. When you meet a Japanese person, this is what they will sign. Nice to meet you in JSL. And when they ask you for your name, this is what it looks like in JSL. There are two ways to sign name: the West Japan way of signing name and the East Japan of signing name. So again, in JSL, nice to meet you, what is your name? And you could respond by saying, in JSL, nice to meet you, my name is, and then proceed to fingerspell your name. So my name is Danny, and here's an example. Nice to meet you, my name is Danny. And then you can add Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So that sign is the sign for please favor me, please understand my mistakes and forgive my mistakes, please excuse me. So that is the sign in JSL for that. Very culturally appropriate. You should also know how to fingerspell your name. I'll send you a link to that in this YouTube video. And where are you from? The Japanese sign for where are you from is like this. That means where and where did you come from. But don't forget that it can also mean what. So the correct sign for where is like that in JSL. What place do you come from? I'm American, so I was born in America. So here's a sample of my Japanese sign language. I came from America. If you are from Canada, you'd say I came from Canada. And again, that JSL sign is from. And you want to show your country first, and then second, say you're from that country. So for example, I, China, from. So I would say I'm from China. Or if you're going to say you're from Mexico, you would say I, Mexico, came. Or I, Brazil, came. And add in the please favor me sign. Hiragana. Here's the sign for hiragana. And it's the Japanese alphabet system. There is hiragana as well as katakana. And that's the Japanese sign for katakana. And katakana is typically used for borrowed words from other countries. For instance, internet, hot dog, credit card. Those are borrowed words. And for some countries that have new words, it will be converted into katakana in Japanese. And it's not only English words, it can be French words, German words, or Spanish words as well. Or they can use katakana to have more of an impact when writing in Japanese. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the Japanese sign is like that for morning. And you add morning and food to indicate breakfast. For lunch, you have the sign for afternoon and food. So afternoon food would be lunch. And evening or night food, so dinner. So again, breakfast is like that. You wake up, lunch or afternoon, and then night for dinner, so night food. And again, Yoroshiku onegaishimasu is the proper or formal way of meeting people, but sometimes if you're working with a coworker and you need help, you may need them to help you with your assignments, and if you give them your assignment, you can add the Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, which would be thank you for helping, thank you for taking care of me, or to that effect. For hobbies, this is the Japanese sign for hobbies. So what are your hobbies? That is the sign in JSL. So again, in JSL, what are your hobbies? You can say movies. So movies, the JSL sign for movies is like that. Kind of like the old way of making movies with film. So in JSL, my hobbies are movies. You could even say I like movies. So that is the JSL sign for movies, for like. And if you dislike, that's the JSL sign for dislike. Again, like and dislike. You could even say you like shopping. But that's your hobby. So my hobby is shopping. This is the sign for shopping in JSL. And that identifies, that's the sign for money, and the other hand is the sign for things. So you're spending money and you're taking in things. But if you're selling, it's the opposite direction. You're taking money in and you're giving things out. So when you're buying, it's like that, and when you're selling, it's like that. So it's different. And again, the JSL sign for money is like that. So if you raise it up, it's expensive. If you lower it down, it's cheap. And here's a sample sentence. That's an expensive computer. That is a cheap computer. For food, what are some foods that you like? Japanese people do like to talk about food. And this is the Japanese sign for what food do you like? You could say and respond by saying, I like sushi. And that's the Japanese sign for sushi. So, I like sushi. Or pizza. But I'm not quite sure if Japanese people do know the sign for pizza, but you can show and gesture making pizza and then eating pizza. But they tend to spell pizza in Japanese sign language, pizza. The other thing you can say is maybe you like Indian food. So, I like Indian food. Or I like Chinese food. Or I like Japanese food. American food? So-so. I don't dislike it, but it's alright. Now the next thing I would like to talk about is numbers, because numbers are used quite often when what time you're going to meet somebody, your birthday, what time you finish your work. So JSL is really easy. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 25, 27, 30, 35, 48, 52, 58, oh, oops, 99, 88, 66. Quite simple. So how do we use numbers in relation to using months? Today's date is August 1st, so August is typically identified as the 8th month, so that's number 8, and that sign is month, so the 8th month, and the 1st, so August 1st, or August 1st. Some people tend to sign very fast, or really shorten their signs, or they're very formal. For instance, Halloween, what day is that? It's October 31st, so here is the sign for October 31st, 10, 31. Christmas, 12, 25. So again, the 12 identifies as December and the 25th for the day. New Year's, it's as simple as that. You have January and the 1st, January 1st. And when you say Happy New Year, it's signed like this. That is a celebration or fireworks. So now think about your birthday and how you fingerspell that in Japanese Sign Language. Think about your friend's birthday, your sibling's birthday, your family members, your parents, your grandmother, grandfather. You can even think about important days, when school starts, when work starts, when you've received your license. So think of all the different holidays, and you can practice the months and day for that. Okay. Hope you can learn some basic Japanese Sign Language from this video.